Hello and welcome to Sovereign Release Party. My name is Annabelle Hart. I am the CEO and founder of Heart Awakening, an international best-selling author, medicine woman and teacher of alchemical artistry for self-mastery. What do I mean by this? I mean essentially transforming traumas into treasures. And dare I say, this applies to all of us, because in my experience, to one degree or another, whether we are consciously aware of it or not, we have all experienced trauma, again, to one degree or another. And through my life experiences and the past 10 years of my certified education, in Australia, England and Denmark most especially, and through varying realms of holistic health, different modalities and medicines that essentially have all explored shamanism, sacred sexuality and union, science and spirituality. And it's through my life experiences and my education that I've been able to explore this notion of transforming my traumas into treasures and working with clients for them to be able to do the same for themselves. And it's certainly one of my passions, one of many passions, because what I see in this is that by exploring within ourselves and creating this revolutionary ripple from within ourselves, that emanates through all of our family, our friends, our communities, our countries, the collective consciousness at large. And this is the inspiration that's infused in my chapter for Sovereign, and hence why I've entitled my chapter Revolutionary Relations, because I truly believe in the words of Mahatma Gandhi, be the change you wish to see in the world. And so with this incredibly prominent, perhaps more than ever before, topic of sovereignty in our societies, I really believe that unless we're willing to change ourselves from within, we're unlikely to see change in the external experience. So my chapter for Sovereign is actually calling us home to this notion of inner sovereignty and the absolute significance of this now more than ever before. I honestly believe this is crucial for our survival and ability to thrive. So my chapter for Sovereign is leading the readers through this journey of inner sovereignty. And it begins with acknowledging the poverty consciousness that many of us, in fact all of us, have been caged and confined within. And when I say the word poverty consciousness, it is so much more vast than simply a matter of money. Of course that interweaves with it, but it's an incredibly vast topic of poverty consciousness. And one of the ways that I explore this through the chapter is especially in relation to emotional poverty. As an example, hurt people hurt people. This is a quote from Dr. Sandra D. Wilson. And I really absolutely resonate with this, and I've seen this play out within myself and with clients and in the world at large. It's a really prominent physiological phenomenon that happens when we have experienced hurt by another. If we have not effectively heard and held the emotions of those experiences, we're likely to project that pain onto those around us. Hence, projection equals reflection. So all of this we're exploring through my chapter in Sovereign. And I really liken this with this analogy I've created. I call it the beach ball blast. This is so prominent within my life, and I've done a lot of inner work and continue to do inner work with alchemizing this experience. because essentially, imagine you've got this beach ball and you're at the ocean, you've got your family and all your friends in the water with you, and you're pushing this beach ball beneath the surface of the water, and you're holding it underwater and you're controlling it, and you're also like suppressing and silencing, pushing it down and down and down. Eventually, your fingers are going to slip, and that beach ball is just going to propel out from beneath you. And in the analogy, it's quite fun and comical even, because all that water splashes over you, those around you. But if we shift this analogy slightly, and rather than a beach ball, you're suppressing and silencing your emotions, maybe anger, maybe sadness, grief, even your joy. When we suppress and silence that and we're controlling it beneath the surface of the water, eventually something's going to slip and that beach ball is going to explode. All that emotion is going to explode, and it splashes over you, splashes over those around you. It creates chaos and carnage. Having been there numerous times myself, and let me know if you relate, because I'm positive that almost all of us do, because we have not effectively been taught how to manage and maintain and monitor our emotions, and to be in a state of emotional prosperity rather than this emotional poverty. And this is all what I'm exploring through my chapter in Sovereign, and what I am exploring very prominently in my life and in my work with my clients too, is really shifting us out of this poverty consciousness into prosperity consciousness, and especially when it comes to our emotional well-being, and of course how that plays into our entire well-being. So it's really it's such a vast topic, and obviously we only have a chapter to explore it in Sovereign, so we've dived in as deep as we can for now, but there is so much to share with you. And so to leave us today with a little embodiment tip, I would love to, and it's not something new, I'm sure many of you are already practicing this daily or are certainly familiar with it, and maybe you just need that loving reminder to come home to this practice and the power of it. Gratitude. It is so simple and we know it, and yet the power and the presence of practicing this daily is phenomenal. And I really believe this is one of the most revolutionary ways that we can shift ourselves from poverty consciousness into prosperity consciousness. And I will share a little image below once I post this live. And in the meantime, I'm going to invite you to join me now. So whether you're sitting, standing, wherever you find yourself as you tune into this, if it's available, close your eyes and just bringing your hands onto your heart, onto your belly, your womb or your hara, and let's take a deep breath in and out. Breathing in and out. Once more in and out. And as you breathe into your heart, into your body, I invite you to contemplate one thing or person that you are grateful for that's already been. One thing or person that you are grateful for in your present moment. And one one thing or person that you are grateful for that's yet to come. I invite you to tap into that gratitude and experience of expressing gratitude for what is yet to come. Because the sooner that we anchor into that feeling of gratitude in our present moment, even for the future, what may yet to land here with us, we're actually aligning ourselves to that notion and calling it closer to us with every breath, with every step. And when you're ready, I invite you to open your eyes and come back. And obviously this is a really fast track version of this practice, but I love guiding this in a deep immersive meditation, or even in a cacao ceremony, even in just my yoga classes with different clients, because I believe this experience of gratitude and really anchoring this into our body, activating it so that we can be in alignment with our highest heart harmony, is what shifts us out of this poverty consciousness and into prosperity consciousness. It's what really helps us to transform those traumas into treasures, to alchemize these wounds into wisdom. And for those who might be ready to deepen into this experience of gratitude, I invite you to even explore gratitude for those who have perhaps played a part in your experience of these traumas or these wounds that we've experienced in life. Because it's when we can tap into that experience and expression of gratitude, even for those people, this is when we can start to create exceptional, revolutionary relations, both within ourselves and with all that is. So, as I promised, I will share one more gratitude practice with you below this live, and that is the one that I adore for really helping me anchor into the present moment. And this is especially supportive for anyone who does dissociate, especially if it's frequent dissociation, and this could be as a result of traumas that you've experienced in childhood or any other age for that matter. So thank you for tuning in with this Facebook Live, for being a part of this incredible release party for Sovereign, and for all of your support in helping us to really share the magnificence and the significance of this book in this very revolutionary moment that we find ourselves in as a collective. And with all of my heart, I thank you and send you so much love.